Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. I hope you're all tickety-boo today, and a big welcome to those of you who are new. So my set today is based on the Rocky Horror Picture Show. It's touring around the UK at the moment, so I thought I'd do a set of nails based on that. And I'm going to do a little bit of stamping. Woohoo! It's about time. So I'm using this stamping plate. I'm using the bottom left-hand corner. I just want a little pattern that will look like stockings, basically, the pattern of stockings. So that's what I'm using that one for. And I'm using a Born Pretty stamping gel in black. So I've put the base coat on now, just taking it out of the lamp. And I'm going in with a Van Rieser. It's like a nudie colour, and that I wanted as the base. So I'll do 2 coats of this, 60-second cure for each coat. So when I first started doing nails about 4 months ago, I had a little bit of a practice. I first started with stamping, but I didn't get on with it at all. So I've not really done much since. So I was quite nervous about doing this, especially knowing that we're going to be on video. And I just thought, just roll with it, you know. If I get it wrong, I get it wrong, and just try and put it right and see what I can do to get it right. And it does go a bit wrong. So I paint it on the plate, the stamping polish on the plate, and then go in with the scraper. I end up doing a double scrape on it because I think we're a bit nervous about pressing too hard. So I did it once and then went in again, and then quickly picked up the stamper and picked up the pattern. But it didn't pick up. You'll see didn't pick up very well. So I thought, right, I'm not going to give up, just give it another go. So I used a bit of acetone and cleared off the plate, and then went in again. Tried to put a little bit more of the stamping polish on this time. I was going to just leave it there, but I thought I'd better put some more on. I was going to sort of scrape it down, but... So yeah, put it on, scrape it, tried to scrape it a bit neater this time, and then went in with the stamping plate again, with the stamper. And yeah, it picked up really well, all right, pleased with it. So I thought I'll go in with that then. See if I can get it right. I was nervous about putting it on. Do I just press? Do I roll it? I wasn't sure what to do. So I did just press down and then rolled it from side to side. There we go. I was really quite chuffed. Yeah, give myself a thumbs up. There were an odd little tiny bit that we just missed, but I just filled that in very carefully with a liner brush. So I use the same black, the Laguna Moon Classic Black, and go in to start doing the stocking, the top of the stocking, and like the suspender belt coming down as well. So I put a little bit on my mat that I use, my glass mat. You know what I mean. So I then go in with that and start painting across the top of the pattern that I've done to get the top of the stocking really, and fill in those little bits as steadily as I can. Little bits that we're missing. So I don't want it too thick here. Once I've done the stocking top, I sort of turn the nail round to do the line down the middle, to do the suspender running down. So put that line on. Try and get it the same thickness as the stocking top. Once that's done, I put it in the lamp then to cure for 60 seconds. I then use the Born Pretty top coat, give that a coat, and then put that in for 60 seconds as well, which I've already done here. And I'm now going in with the glue for the little gem that I'm going to put on. Well, it wasn't quite little actually, quite a big gem really, but I liked it. It were a nice pink one, so I went with the theme of what I were doing as well. So I put that on and then picked up the gem. I wasn't sure which way around I wanted it, so I popped it on, and then we're giving it a right good look and thinking, do I keep it that way around, or do I turn it, to be more landscape than portrait kind of thing? I was having a look at it and I'm in an ahhing. So I did try turn it round to see what I thought of it then. But yeah, I want to show her about it that way around either. I wish I'd have had a little bit of a smaller one, but the only smaller ones I had were circular ones, and I didn't want circle ones, so I had to go with this one. But I liked it in the end anyway, and I kept it that way around. So I put that on and then cured it again for 60 seconds. So that was that nail done. I then went on to the next nail. I'd already given it a bit of a buff on this nail off camera, and I'll go in here with the Born Pretty base coat. So I applied the base coat and then cured that for 60 seconds. I decided here that I wanted to bring a little bit of pink into it, a pale pink. So I went in with the Van Rieser pink, and once I'd cured the base coat, I then put 2 coats of this on with a 60-second cure again in between each coat. So for this nail, I wanted to do like a corset design. So I did like a V shape. I sort of coloured in the bottom of it a little bit first, and then did a V shape up the nail. Took me a little while to get it how I wanted it, really. I wasn't sure how high up I wanted it at first. I had a bit of a play around with it and got there with it. But yeah, I started off with a V, going up each side of the nail, and coloured that in. So I'm happy with the shape of that. I then went in to do the lace effect in crosses down the middle of it. I right liked how this turned out. I would chuffed that I'd used the pink as the base for it as well. I wanted to make sure we're getting them quite even, this lace effect going down the middle of it. And I probably found it better looking back on it now to sort of put 3 dots down the middle, so I knew where my line what to draw, if that makes sense. But I just roll with it and went and put the lines on. But yeah, in hindsight, but I put dots down the middle and then I knew where I wanted the cross to meet. I think that would have been a bit better. Learning curve, isn't it? So once I'd done that, I decided I wanted to put some bows on. Well, saying some, a bow on. I wasn't sure whether I wanted to go with the pink or the black. The black one were quite a lot bigger than the pink one. So we're umming and ahhing a bit over that. But I did end up going with the pink. It was a little bit smaller, and I just thought it went a bit better with having the black up either side of the sort of V shape of the corset. I thought the pink would look better. So I was happy with that when I put that on. So I put a little bit of glue on and got that bow put on there and then cured it again for 60 seconds. I was really happy with how these nails were turning out. I really enjoyed doing them. So I got that bow on, like I say, cured it to make sure it were adhered on there well enough. I then used the Beetles nail glue because I wanted to use gems going down the V shape for where the holes would be, where effectively the lace would go through. So instead of doing like a little white mark to show that there's a hole there, I thought if I put the gems on it, it'll just sort of brighten it up and give it a little bit of sparkle. So I'm right happy that I chose to do that. I thought they looked lovely. So I'd got them on and then cured it for 60 seconds. And then went over it with a top coat, being careful not to cover the gems too much. And then that nail were done. So on to the next nail. I found this one the trickiest, really, because I was doing the lips, you know, as if the lip were being bit. I'm doing it now. While I'm talking, but yeah, I decided to do the lips on this one. This was the thumb. And I found it quite tricky. Changed it up as I went, but, you know, that's what it's all about, really, isn't it? So I'd already put the base coat on and cured it for 60 seconds, and then I went with 2 top coats of this nude and cured the coats for 60 seconds in between. I then went and started putting I wasn't sure which way to do it, so I started with the white for the teeth. I thought if I do it like that first, then I've got that base to work on with the teeth or the block. I did make it look like 2 teeth as I went on. But yeah, I could have done with it slightly more to the tip of the nail. I'd gone a little bit high up when I started doing this. But yeah, I did the white and then I went in with the red. I cured that and then went in with the red to start doing the outline of the lips. I did find it tricky, this. I couldn't work out what the best way what to do it. Turned out all right in the end. But yeah, I found it a little bit tricky, a little bit fiddly. So I've done the bottom lip and then went in to do the top. As I go on, it starts sort of coming together. You start seeing the shape of the lips, and I was wondering how to do the corner of the lips, you know, the edges. But I just kept fiddling with it, really, until I felt it were right. So once I'd done the red lips, I then cured it for 60 seconds and then went in with the black. It started coming together a lot more once I went in with the black, because I were sort of defining it a little bit more, the shape of the teeth and whatnot. So it felt better then once I started doing that, putting the black on. I still wasn't mega happy with the shape of the lips. I do tweak it a bit later on. Try and change it up a little bit. But I did find it tricky. I'm no artist, so I just did the best with what I thought. And in hindsight as well, I never went over, so where the lips met the teeth at the top and at the bottom, I could have done with doing a little fine black line, you know, afterwards when I looked at it. But yeah, I didn't end up doing that. But I was happy enough with the end, just kept tweaking it a little bit. And I ended up, where it were the tan colour, I just coloured it in black. Painted it in black. And I put some more teeth on the bottom as well, because it just looked like a big gaping hole at the bottom. So I added some teeth at the bottom, which I felt made it look a little bit better as well. Here I'm going in. I decided here to start the black for my next nail, while I was having a think about the lips again, deciding on what to do, give myself a little bit of break from it. So I put the 2 coats of black on that other tip, ready for the next nail. And like I say, I went in and did the colouring in, really, or the painting in, keep saying colouring in, the painting in of where the nude was. I felt it were better once I'd done that. So once I'd finished doing that, I then went in, put it in the lamp for 60 seconds to cure. I then went on with the thumbnail with the lips on and gave that a top coat. I did make a little bit of a mistake here as well, because I should have wiped it with some rubbing alcohol before I went in with the top coat, because there were never so slight bleed over with the red. But never mind, you live and learn. It was just something that I just missed doing, really. And put that back into cure for 60 seconds. I then took the little nail out and went in with the white on that one. So I give that a base of white. And I did 2 coats of that, and with the 60-second cure in between as well for that one. So for this little finger, I wanted to do like the apron. Now the apron's white on a black background, so I could have done, really, ideally, with painting the nail black and then doing the apron white. But I kind of did it the wrong way around. But thinking about it, I didn't think the white would go over the black very well anyway, so it's probably best that I did it this way. I just got a bit confused when I was trying to paint it the opposite way around, if that makes sense. So I'm putting the dark parts on the nail instead of the apron parts. I don't know if I'm making sense, but you'll see what I mean as I do the nail. Yeah, so you see here now, sort of do the line going down, which effectively gives the strap, the white strap of the pinafore, and then I go in and do like the curved bottom with. I don't do a rippled effect, or I start doing the rippled effect at the bottom, like it had a little bit of a rippled hem. But then I decided to use the gems to give that effect, which I thought were a good idea with it as well. So while you're watching me doing this nail, I do want to say give you a big shout out really to all my lovely, wonderful subscribers. I really appreciate that you subscribe to my channel and that you watch my videos and all the comments that you make. I love interacting with you with the comments, and you know, I find it's just really invigorating, keeps me going, and puts a smile on my face all the time. So I really appreciate you guys. If there's anybody out there watching this video who hasn't subscribed, you know, I'd like to encourage you to do so. If you do like my videos, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I'll put in the description a link to one of my videos that I did. It's around about 6-7 days ago for a giveaway. So I did it for there's going to be 2 prizes for the UK and a prize for international as well. So the international one is a £15 voucher for Nail Reserve, and the UK prizes is there's a box of goodies that you'll see on that giveaway, and also a £15 gift voucher for ByVitiLouGo as well. So yeah, if you are thinking about subscribing to me, then you know, please go ahead and do so, and then you can enter for that. You know, I'd love you to enter. I'm quite excited about getting to my 500 subscribers. I am slowly but surely creeping up. So you know, fingers crossed I'll get there pretty soon, and then I can do the draw. So yeah, I really hope you're enjoying my videos, those of you who are newly watching, and yeah, if you have any questions or anything you'd like to ask, please do so in the comments. I always like to make sure I get back to everybody, so yeah, it'd be nice to engage with you. And thank you so much to all my, like I say, to all my current subscribers. I love you all to bits. You put a smile on my face every day. Thank you so much. So as you can see, I'm starting to add the little rhinestones as a little ruffle hem bit of the apron at the bottom, which brightened it up a little bit. I thought it made it look really nice. So I made sure they were in the right place and I were happy with them, and then I put them in the lamp to cure for 60 seconds, and then I got the black nail and went on with that to write Rocky Horror, and that I wanted it to say on there. I wanted it red writing, but you couldn't really see the red on the black background, so I thought if I do it white first and make the writing quite thick, which is what I'm doing there, and then I'll be able to go on the inside of the white with the red for it to stand out a bit more. Then I liked the effect of what it gave it. I thought it looked quite cool actually. So yeah, it looks a bit scribbly. I'm saying scribbly. It looks a bit of a mess really how I'm writing that Rocky Horror at first with the white, but it comes together when I put the red on, when I go over it with the red. It looks quite nice. I'm really happy with it. So quite chuffed really that the white went over the black okay. It was quite clear. I didn't think it would be, but it turned out really, really well. So you can see me now going over the white with the red. I like the effect of it. To be honest, it was an easy nail to do. We couldn't, because it were meant to be messy. So I suppose the hardest thing about it was making sure that I could get all the letters on the nail, really. But it turned out all right, did that. So yeah, I liked this nail. It were a simple one to do, really. Simple but effective, I'd say. So I finished this one off, and then I gave it a wipe with the rubbing alcohol before I went in with the top coat. And I made sure the other nails were top coated as well. And here we are with the finished result of the Rocky Horror Show nails. I really like them. They look lovely on, so I'm just about to show you now what they look like on. So there we are. I didn't think the thumb were too bad in the end. I think it turned out okay with the lips and the teeth. And then the other nails there. Really happy with them. I thought they looked pretty funky. Really chuffed. Chuffed with the colours that I'd chosen and the little gems that I'd used as well. I thought they looked really nice. Hope you like them. Give me a thumbs up for this video if you thought they were nice. Just thought I'd do something a little bit different. I know we're at Halloween and I thought it fit quite well. Did the Rocky Horror Show with it being Halloween time as well, and with it being touring around the UK at the moment, so I thought it was very apt. So yeah, I hope you like this set. Please give me a comment if there were a favourite nail that you liked, or if you think I could have done something different really for that lips. Yeah, I did my best with it, and I were really happy with them with the end result with them. So yeah, I hope you liked them as well. My first lot of stamping there that worked as well. Over at Moon with that. I will be stamping again. So right now it's Saturday the 26th of October and the clocks go back. So we all get an extra hour in bed. Woohoo! Or an extra hour doing whatever you fancy doing on a Saturday night, you know. So on that note, take care everybody, and if you can't be good, be careful. Bye!